ESPN coverage to reach more people and places across the country. Who says you can't have it all? Now is the time for 5G. Now is the time to join T-Mobile.
With great joy, we welcome you to the Greater Philadelphia Expo Center, home of the National Dog Show. In a year where nothing feels certain, there's something very special about carrying on this tradition of champion dogs, who also happen to be champion cuddlers as well. We've seen some unbelievable dogs and shared such memorable moments. And now in our 19th year, we officially welcome you to the National Dog Show hosted by the Kennel Club of Philadelphia, and say happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I'm your host, John O'Hurley. Alongside me is David Fry and Mary Carrillo. And David, introduce us to the Terriers.
Starting off appropriately enough with the Terriers, they want to rid the world of varmints and vermin and pests, ranging from mice to rats and more. They have to be nimble, brave, and determined, and they are always on their toes looking for trouble. There's the Airedale Terrier to lead it off, the Irish Terrier. There's the Welsh. And the Lakeland with 1 foot up, ready to go. Wire Fox Terrier. The Parson Russell Terrier. The Russell Terrier. The Border Terrier. There's the Kerry Blue Terrier. The soft-coated Wheaton. The Bedlington. The Rat Terrier. Miniature Schnauzer. The Australian Terrier. The Cairn Terrier. There's the Scottish Terrier. The Sealyham Terrier. The Chesky Terrier. The West Highland White Terrier. The Skye Terrier. The Dandy Dinmont. The Glen of 'em All. The American Staffordshire Terrier. The White Bull Terrier. The Staffordshire Bull Terrier. The Miniature Bull Terrier. The Norfolk Terrier and the Norwich Terrier. 32 breeds and varieties of terriers.
And here's a wonderful way to begin, David, with a very popular show dog, the Wire Fox Terrier. He's being judged by William de Villeneuve, assisted by Beth Swaggart and Peter Green of the Kennel Club of Philadelphia.
Out to the mark. Back.
Wire Fox Terriers have won 2 bests in show here over the 19 years. Over the previous 18, let's see what happens with 19. This is Vinny, #1 wire in the country, #4 Terrier, top 20 all breeds. R.C. Carusi handling for Nanette and George Herrick from Newport, Rhode Island. Nanette actually got Vinny as an 80th birthday present for her husband. Not supposed to give him as gifts, she admits, but maybe this is a gift that keeps on giving. Let's see what happens with Vinny. Here's the Russell Terrier, John.
And a quick look at the
Could be named in your family. Its name is Divot.
You know, you have to be in the middle of a fairway to make a divot.
Okay, good boy.
This actually,
To the mark and back.
just to show you the mindset of terriers everywhere, Divot actually treed a bear in its yard in Chester, New Jersey with his buddies back in May.
Well, you'll only do that once.
Melissa Dodge is the breeder owner. Well, they're not supposed to be confrontational because they are supposed to be able to hunt in a pack. But tell that to the bear.
And
Yeah, somebody
follow
went
that line
rogue.
Right around to the back. Thank you.
Well, they're the ultimate working earth terrier. They're supposed to go fox hunting on horseback.
Very popular dog in Hollywood as well. Milo the Wonder Dog alongside Jim Carrey in The Mask and Eddie and Frasier.
Keith. There you are. Good.
Now here, the Kerry Blue Terrier. I want to pause to say we're not able to show you the walk and the examinations of every dog in the terrier group, but if you go online to nationaldogshow.com, you watch every breed winner in our Best in Breed online video special that includes the expert commentary of Wayne Ferguson from the Kennel Club of Philadelphia. Now, David, the blue color that they claim, explain exactly what that is.
Well, it's kind of a
And around
mixture
to
of
the
black
back.
and gray here in this, and it looks blue to start with. These dogs are actually born black, and they turn blue. Dr. Natalia Shame Kuntz is the owner, breeder, owner, handler, and fittingly enough, she's also a vet and specializing in repro and pediatrics.
Now here's a distinctive terrier.
Well, let's see those
I
teeth
love
there.
this dog every year. The Bedlington Terrier, named for Bedlington, northeast England. Looks like Mary's little lamb.
What a great look. This
Take her out
dog's
to
only
that center
15 months
mark and back.
old. Yeah, Mary's little lamb is right. But they are a real warrior, great athletes. They look more like a sighthound, like a whippet a little bit. Heather Fody is the owner handler in Harwinton, Connecticut. Dog was actually bred in Russia. Came over here, was a quick
Now
winner.
let's see her around right to the back of the line.
One of the prettier markings on Bedlington that we have seen to date.
Beautiful coat. Head of a lamb, heart of a lion.
And quick look at those teeth. Very good.
You can hear the judge saying, let's look at those teeth.
And let's
Judge
see
is
him.
keeping his hands
Out
out
to the
of
mark on the
everybody's
property.
mouth. He's supposed to look at the teeth, so he's having the handlers show the bite. This is Hobbs, White Tiger. Belongs to Jody Applebaum, who's a performing soprano. Actually went to Austria and performed on stage while her dog was in the hands of a dog sitter in the audience. And when she was done, the dog jumped away and ran up on stage with her and found out exactly,
And
Jody found out
right
exactly
around
what
the
you and I
ring.
already know. Sharing the
Same
stage
line
with a
that you
dog
are.
is not a
Straight
winning
out
deal
the
for
line.
the performer.
Funny story. They're great family dogs, though. Also good with other dogs.
Is that you, a lap dog? Huh?
Here's the miniature bull terrier.
This bite.
Not exactly tall, dark, and handsome, but they resemble a little bit of the, well, some owners call it a 3-year-old in a clown suit.
Let's see him. Out to the mark and back.
Number one miniature bull in the country. Same standard as the bull terrier, except for the height. A smart, people-oriented dog. This is Pancho Villa, owned by Cedar Baldridge from Houston, Texas. Clint Livingston is the handler. Pancho was named after his owner's first childhood pet, which was a 2,700-pound
Follow that
Brahma
line
show
right
bull
around to the
named
back.
Pancho Villa.
And you'll hear in the background the roar of our cardboard cutouts. We found a way, thank you NBC, for adding in the crowd noise as well today to make it feel more like home.
Here's the Norwich Terrier.
Look at
We have the
those teeth
Norwich and the
again.
Norfolk. Well, you tell the difference among other things, but see those ears popping up? It's like a witch hat, I was once told. That's how you tell the difference. The
Out
Norfolk
to the
has
mark
drop
and
ears
back.
from Kennett Square, Pennsylvania.
Bred to hunt small rodents, like most terriers.
This is Henchy. Like a lot of these terriers and a lot of our dogs, they're into agility, barn hunts, and earth dog activities from the AKC. Does a lot of different things for your dogs.
Like most of the terriers, you see that little tail is
And
actually a
follow
handle
that
to pull
line
the
right
rat
around
out
to
of,
the back.
to pull them out of the rat and mole holes there.
An extra appendage to keep them out of trouble. They can find trouble, those terriers.
Can we have the mini bull
Oh, here's
terrier
his
out
pick
over
now.
here?
Another nice
We have the
group.
Norfolk and the Norwich.
Here's the mini bull. It's a favorite of yours, the Sky Terrier. You can hear him making
the
his
Scotty
picks.
out over here.
We'll let him ID.
The Scottish and the Bedlington is pulled as well.
The wire. The lake line.
Nice looking group.
Boy, he chose a great group, didn't he?
Number one terrier in the country right now is the Wire Fox Terrier. See if he can find that one.
And today, group first is going to be the wire fox terrier.
The Wire Fox Terrier is our first winner today on the Way to Beston show.
The Miniature Bull Terrier is second, the Kerry Blue Terrier is third, and the Norwich is fourth.
As you can tell, the show is a little different this year, but that also means for the first time in 19 years, we're able to enjoy Thanksgiving from home with our families. I would like to begin by introducing you to two of my members of my family, little four-legged furry ones. This on the right is, hello, sweetheart, that's Charlotte. Charlotte is a rescue dog. Yeah, I rescued you. Yep. And I'll tell you, she's a mixed breed, but probably represents all 208 registered AKC breeds. She's a sweetheart. She is the little battery pack in our household, and this one could not be sweeter. This is little Lucy. Lucy's a Havanese, 13 years old. In fact, it was my inspiration from the National Dog Show to get a Havanese, so she's been a welcome addition for a long, long time. David, I want to turn to you because you have two wonderful members of your family that need some introduction.
The Fry family have always been loyal viewers on Thanksgiving Day, and we're shedding a little tear for Angel, who passed this February at 13. But we have Trudat here to carry on for Angel. She's not going to replace her, but she's going to carry on for her. She's 10 months old, Cavalier. And I got my veteran over here, my 11-year-old Brittany Grace. Grace, there you are. Good. Thank you. She'll do anything for a treat. So all of you should remember that, especially at Thanksgiving time. Dogs are so great. They're a part of our family. It's nice to be able to share this with them in person and not just over the airwaves this year. We're all excited about it here in the Fry family.
Well, that's wonderful, David. Nice to have you with us, of course. As always, we said it is a dog show that's going to look a little different, and Mary Carrillo is going to take us through some of the new protocols for this year.
John and David, the worldwide pandemic has altered the lives of all of us, and for the National Dog Show, changes were required to hold this year's event safely. Normally, there's about 2,000 dogs entered here, but this time around, it's about 600, all of them champions in their breed. There's no benching area on site, and fewer breed judging rings as well. And in place of fans, cardboard cutouts were made available to buy. The proceeds benefiting the AKC charity Pet Disaster Relief. Handlers must follow strict social distancing rules, wearing masks, and maintaining 6 feet of distance at all times. But the stars of the show, those with 4 feet, their protocols are blessedly more relaxed, and no mask can mask what they're feeling. Dogs just continue to bring comfort and smiles with grace and ease. And in a year like this one, what could be better than that?
Thank you, Mary. And we continue on with the non-sporting group. David?
Leading it off is the standard poodle. Here's the miniature poodle. Here's the Bichon Frise, the Coton de Tuliar, the Lao Chen, the Dalmatian, the Kazand, the Shiba Inu, the Schipperke, the Lhasa Apso, the Tibetan Spaniel, the Tibetan Terrier, the Boston Terrier, the French Bulldog, the Bulldog, the Chinese Shar-Pei, and the Chow Chow. 21 breeds and varieties in the non-sporting group. The non-sporting group is basically what's left over after we made all the other groups, which gives us an eclectic collection of sizes, shapes, hair, function, and history.
And here's a great way to start with the standard
I haven't
poodle.
done this today. See the bite?
Being judged by Rodney Herner, assisted by Connie Butheris and Carol Comerford Welsh of the Kennel Club of Philadelphia.
Very good. Let's just go straight down the back.
And the great athletic poodle, understandably enough, named after a great athlete from Seattle, where the poodle is from. The dog's name is Cam, named after Cam Chancellor of the Seahawks' famous Legion of Doom football team. Hold on to those remotes, everybody. Dogs until 2. You can watch football later. Deborah Ferguson Jones is the breeder owner, with Ann Rary
Down, please.
handling Cam. Here's the Bichon Frise,
A little Bichon. Lapdog, lapdog, lapdog.
It's Lily Claire.
All right, thank you. Let's go straight down the
Lily
back, please.
Claire here from Dallas. Nancy Brown, the owner, is the CEO of the American Heart Association. I did a virtual dog show for the American Heart Association and the AKC Canine Health Foundation with Tara Rowell, who is handling this dog for Nancy. The International Heart Classic. We had a great virtual dog show where people sent in clips of their dogs. 133 judges picked a winner. All went to charity.
Well, if
Thank you.
Perky was the
Please.
name of a breed, this would be it. There you go. And here's another breed that I have come to love, the Coutant de Tulière.
Another little white fuzzy dog, the Coton de Tuliar. It's a fairly recently recognized breed. Justine Romano, the owner from Montville, New Jersey, helped us as we were introducing this breed around the country. This is London. We've seen London and his ancestors with Ernesto Lara, the handler, doing a lot of winning in this breed.
Known as the Royal Dog of Madagascar. Wasn't really discovered much until the 1960s, yeah.
Supposed to have this rectangular silhouette and a little bit of a convex top line. Talking about breed traits again.
Very recognizable Dalmatian.
Hello again.
Can you see what's different about this dog, John?
Oh, yeah, this is one. We normally see it black and white. This is liver and white.
I'm sorry, I need that in the form of a question,
Straight down the back,
please.
please.
Touche.
Get you ready for another job someday. This is Blaze, setting the world afire. A liver Dalmatian, as John pointed out, 17 months old. Alexis Ditlow is the handler for Beth Ann Johnson from Solomon, Maryland. Good eye, John. We don't see livers very often, but totally acceptable.
Famous for being the firehouse watchdogs. Back before there were motors in the
Right
engines,
around, please.
they were led by powerful horses, which were prey for thieves. And fortunately, the Dalmatian was there. And now to the Tibetan Spaniel.
So originally had the name Epagnol as being a comforter dog,
Okay, let's go straight down the back,
which
please.
is where the Spaniel ultimately comes from, but they are from Tibet. This is Pima, 2 years old, number one dog, female in the breed. Megan D'Alessandro from Farmington, New York is the owner handler. I love this little breed, John. They're fun.
Oh, this is a beautiful dog.
An ancient breed, really. It's one of those breeds that took a long time to get here from the isolation in the monasteries of Tibet. They were the inside guard dogs at the monasteries. They barked if anybody made it past the Tibetan mastiffs
Right
out
around,
front.
please.
The little guys sounded the alarm inside.
And here's someone who has become one of the most popular dogs in the AKC registration, especially in the large urban areas like New York City. Originally, these were ratters in Paris in the early 1800s, the French Bulldog, now companion dogs.
All right, let's go down the back, please.
For their easygoing manner, they are loved.
According to the Licensing Bureau, French Bulldogs is the most identified licensed breed. They're also coming close to being the number one registered dog in the United Kingdom. This is Dancing in the Dark. Of course, it's a Bruce Springsteen song. You see those bat ears, a flat skull, kind of a young body, and an old face. Haverty Grace. Its
Thank you,
owner,
sir.
Bob
Right around,
Bosley,
please.
is a retired state trooper. Thank you, Officer Bosley. And here we are, working the line.
All right, he's making a cut.
Nice dogs in this group. Had good dogs all day long.
And he takes the Coton.
Thank you.
Love the standard poodle. Of course, from my hometown, Seattle, I can't help but root for a Seahawks dog. Cam Chancellor, your namesake.
Okay, the standard poodle is 1.
And that's exactly who he picked, Standard Poodle.
How about that? Second place goes to the Bichon Frise, third to the Schipperke, and fourth to the French Bulldog.
The Standard Poodle is our second winner. On our way to Best in Show. 5 more groups remain. And more to come. Plenty more dogs. Plus, we mic up a handler. And we have some incredible stories of dogs helping people during this pandemic.
And the second I held her, I just felt this instant amount of release. Like, oh my gosh, this dog is my best friend. I just knew it in that moment.
Ooh, are you ready? What do you think? Ooh, shake it off. There you go. There's a blustery out there.
Needles, essential for sewing, but maybe not for people with certain inflammatory conditions, because there are options, like an injection, Xeljanz. The first and only pill of its kind that treats moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis, psoriatic arthritis, or moderate to severe ulcerative colitis, when other medicines have not helped enough. Xeljanz can lower your ability to fight infections. Before and during treatment, your doctor should check for infections like TB and do blood tests. Tell your doctor if you've had hepatitis B or C, have flu-like symptoms, or are prone to infections. Serious, sometimes fatal infections, cancers, including lymphoma, and blood clots have happened. Taking a higher than recommended dose of Xeljanz for RA may increase risk of death. Tears in the stomach or intestines and serious allergic reactions have happened. Needles. Fine for some, but for you, there's a pill that may provide symptom relief. Ask your doctor about the pill first prescribed for RA more than 7 years ago. Xeljanz, an injection.
Welcome back to the National Dog Show. Crowd is loving the competition so far here at the Greater Philadelphia Expo Center, and I mean both dogs and cats alike. There is last year's winner, Thor, in the crowd. Boy, you have to wonder who he's rooting for. And the toys are here, David.
Toy dogs are just as important as the big guys, and many of them do in fact resemble their larger cousins. They're great little portable companions, perfect for city dwellers, full of personality and spirit.
Here's the toys now, David. Introduce us.
Starting off with the Italian Greyhound, the Chinese Crested, the Toy Poodle, the Pomeranian, the Smooth-Coat Chihuahua, the Long-Coat Chihuahua, the Toy Fox Terrier, the Miniature Pinscher, the Min Pin, the Toy Manchester Terrier. This pile of hair is the Havanese. Another pile of hair is the Shih Tzu. Here's the Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, the English Toy Spaniel Blenheim and Prince Charles, and the English Toy King Charles and Ruby. Japanese Chin, the Affin Pinscher, the Brussels Griffon, the very recognizable Pug.
And here's our first exam. Judging the toy group is Mark Kennedy, assisted by Alan Welsh and Dr. Dwayne Butheris of the Kennel Club of Philadelphia. A cute little one, David.
The Toy Poodle. One of 3 varieties of poodles, less than 10 inches for the toy. Kasozaka is handling Cammy here. 5-year-old female who's the #1 toy poodle in the country, multiple best of shows. Owned by Kathy and Jerry Ghosh from Houston, Texas.
Sporting the Continental clip there. This is actually part of the written standard of the dog as a historical reference. That hair is actually protecting the joints.
Poodles are great little dogs, John. They're athletic, come in a variety of colors and sizes. You can find one for you.
And here's a perky little one right now. The party animal.
From Hartford, Wisconsin, it's Ben. Brings its Philadelphia name from Wisconsin. George and Deborah Kaler are the breeders and owners of this dog. Deborah Whaler is handling.
Whether you're in the city or the suburbs, this is a wonderful family dog. Great with children, great companion dog.
The Standard even calls them cocky, which is pretty much the attitude of a lot of these toy dogs, of course. Used to be a little larger. They were bred down to this size. Call them from the Spitz family. They have that foxy head and the standoff coat, the pointed ears.
Like the way this dog moves. And here's the toy Manchester Terrier, named after the city of its origin in England. Spirited, bright, and athletic.
Which was a very much larger version, and it was an immediate hit.
Sailor with its owner handler Merritt Alsiger, who's a junior handler as well, from Canton, Michigan. He and his owners helped train first responders in emergency field medicine for dogs. Great athletic little dog, has a vertical leap of about 5 feet, so get your fences high enough. The toy Manchester Terrier, it hasn't been a part of our show since before 2010, but it's been in the AKC since 1886.
I was just about to say, this is a great ball retriever. Very spirited. And here is a dog we know very well in the O'Hurley household. This is the Havanese.
Beautiful pile of hair there.
We clip ours a little shorter, but this is a beautiful.
Moose on the loose. The dog is named Moose because the owners, co-owners from Kearney, Missouri, are great Royals fans, and they named him after Mike Moustakas. Karen Duprat from Southwick, Massachusetts is the handler. Actually saw one of these dogs being shown in a corded coat in the breed.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
The Havana Silk Dog. It's down from Bichon, Maltese. The dog of the upper class in Cuba.
And we'll be back with more of the toy group when we return. Stay with us.
This holiday at T-Mobile, get an iPhone 12 with 5G on us on every single plan. Switch now and save 20% on your bill versus the other guys. That's right, iPhone 12 on us. It's time to holiday on with T-Mobile.
I'm thankful for Leela and Rambo because this is Leela and she made me a dog mom. And we got Rambo here in May. Leela was a little skeptical at first, but now they're best friends. They love to chomp on any furniture and they love to go swimming. I'm thankful for them because they fill each and every day with laughs and snuggles. I'm not allowed to be around family as much during these difficult times, so they always keep me on my feet and have some fun.
A lot of great athletes right here too, John. This is Rockefeller, who's an English toy spaniel of the King Charles and Ruby version, which is the solid colors in the breed. Rockefeller, call name Nelson. Some of you younger people may have to ask.
A pampered lapdog that makes no apologies.
My friend Annie Clark, the late Annie Clark, said they're bred for the fireside instead of the farmyard. Julie Whaley is the breeder owner here from Hudson Falls, New York. They are a head breed. The head's very important in the judging of this breed, and the head's quite different from the Cavaliers that we know and love.
And a very recognizable face, but certainly a different color than we're used to seeing. The Affenpinscher we're normally seeing in black. This is an unusual tone to the coat, David.
Yes, it is. This is Chester. Number 1 Affenpinscher in the USA, number 5 toy, winner of multiple Best in Shows. The Mackingvale family from Houston is the owner here. The story really is that Mattress Mac, Jim Mackingvale, made himself pretty famous across the country when he opened his furniture store in Houston to anybody who had been displaced by Hurricane Harvey. So Chester may be the second most famous person in the family.
Always popular breed winner and also best in show. Very intelligent dogs. And again, the recognizable face of the pug. Yep.
Named after a friend of yours, John, from a famous Red Sox guy named Manny Ramirez. High five double play.
Manny being Manny.
From Stowe, Vermont.
Always those curious expressions.
Jennifer Sherrick, the owner handler.
Curious expressions that look like they have a little cigar that just blew up in their face there, huh? But they're great family dogs as well.
The Pug Mug, we call it, John. Very popular, and well, they should be. Originated in China, made its name in Holland as the Dutch Pug. But it's the largest toy. All right, he's seen them all. He's going back down his line here to do what we call pick out his good pile. The ones he's going to determine amongst for his final placements.
Who do you like here?
You know, I love the story on the Affenpinscher, so I'm kind of rooting for the Affenpinscher, but I think the Havanese is a beautiful dog, too. Being a baseball fan, I'm going to root for the Havanese and the Pug. My baseball guys.
I'm going to go with the Havanese. Keep the family loyalty here, the alma mater factor.
You Red Sox people.
Yeah, that's a cute Pomeranian as well, though. I like that.
Nice Pom. It's a nice group, the toy group here today.
The Affenpinscher.
There it is, the Affenpinscher. Winner of the toy group, David.
John, we just missed with the Havanese going second. The Min Pin goes third, and the Smooth Chihuahua is fourth.
You know, dog ownership has soared this year. People spend more time at home, and they look forward to their pets for companionship. Mary's got more on that powerful connection. Hello, Mary.
In a year as challenging as this one, tell me what dogs have done to help people get through it all.
As we found our times of fear, anxiety, and stress that we never expected, everything seems unpredictable. So you reach out for the things that are rock solid. Rock solid might be family, rock solid might be your faith, and guess what else is rock solid? This right here. In spending more time with them, we've discovered the magnificence of this relationship, that our dogs and cats don't just make us feel good, but are actually good for us. You get a release of phenylethylamine, that active ingredient in chocolate, serotonin, the one we take antidepressants for. And the great thing is, Mary, the dog gets exactly the same biochemical spot treatments.
This year has been rough for a lot of people. You know, I was fortunate enough to be working for a company that was allowing me to work from home, but I started to realize how lonely I was. Unfortunately, I went into a pretty dark place, as I'm sure a lot of people can understand. And the second I held her, I just felt this instant amount of release. Like, oh my gosh, this dog is my best friend. I just knew it in that moment.
I work in a healthcare facility, a nursing home, and our physician suggested I work from home because I'm old. That was hard on me. I was lucky enough to meet her when I was working from home. It's a perfect time for both of us. She exercises me. We go for long walks.
I just feel like you're both so lucky to have each other.
I think we are. How about you, baby? Yep, she says she is.
In this most challenging year, how has Peach added to your life?
She's just given us, you know, a nice way to redirect, you know, some of this nervous energy and this uncertainty, to have that steadiness of, you know, someone who relies and cares for you so unconditionally. It's just so special.
Mark, you are a doctor. You're fighting the pandemic in Denver right now. I mean, that's got to be challenging and exhausting. So coming home to those dogs, that's got to be nice.
Yeah, it's nice to kind of just shed the stress from the hospital, and seeing these faces definitely makes it easier as soon as you get home. Dogs just are, at least for us, pretty much a constant source for joy, even if it's also a lot of work at the same time.
It's a relationship that requires commitment and responsibility, but certainly pays in dividends in love and companionship. Hey, coming up, the Hound Group, and they're just being hounds.
I am smart.
I am smart.
An advocate. An ally. A teammate. Someone who supports you. Fights for you. Runs through walls for you. Holds you tight. And lifts you up.
Happy Mother's Day, Grandma.
For over 60 years, Symetra Life Insurance Company has been committed to helping make the future feel a little less uncertain. So if you're working to build a better future for yourself, your family, or your world, keep working. And keep moving forward, because we've got your back. Symetra, retirement, benefits, life insurance.
The Kennel Club of Philadelphia has a long and proud history dating back to the late 1800s. And the National Dog Show is one of the oldest sporting events in America. The Kennel Club uses this and other contributions to support a variety of canine causes. Special thanks, as you see there, our on-site announcer, Wayne Ferguson, the president of the Kennel Club of Philadelphia. As we mentioned today, we have fewer dogs here, but all breed winners. We have masks, of course, and social distancing that's mandatory, but I'll tell you, everybody is happy to be here.
Hounds are athletic hunters. Scent hounds track their quarry by scent. Sight hounds find and chase by sight. Because they were hunters, hounds were originally part of the sporting group.
And there is the recognizable Afghan hound.
Followed by the Saluki, then the Ibethan hound. Here's the Pharaoh hound. Get back in line, buddy. The Cherneco del Etna, the Greyhound, the Whippet, the Borzoi, the Scottish Deerhound, the Irish Wolfhound, the American Foxhound, the Little Beagle, the 13-inch Beagle, the Rhodesian Ridgeback, the Norwegian Elkhound, the Basenji, the Portuguese Podengo Pequeño, Black and Tan Coonhound, the Blue Tick Coonhound, the Red Bone Coonhound, the Treeing Walker Coonhound, the Bloodhound, the Otterhound, the Petit Basset Griffon Vendéen, and the Grande Basset Griffon Vendéen. There's the Basset Hound, the Smooth Dachshund, the Long-Haired Dachshund, and the Wire-Haired Dachshund. 35 breeds and varieties in the Hound Group.
And we begin with the elegant profile of the Afghan Hound. Judging the Hound Group is David J. Hyman, assisted by Dr. and Mrs. Dwayne Butheris of the Kennel Club of Philadelphia.
This is Simba, beautiful Afghan hound, owned by 5 longtime Afghan hound people, longtime friends of mine. This is my original breed, of course. Simba finished his championship as a puppy and won its first best in show its first weekend out as an adult. From Mill Neck, New York, handled by Terry Tevlin.
And distinguished by that sweeping stride, that long flowing coat. Lot to like here, David.
The aristocratic king of dogs, as we Afghan people would say. Great top knot, the hip bones, this eastern expression, and the long coat are all breed traits, which are unique to each breed. Put them all together and you get an Afghan hound.
And here is the Scottish Deerhound, very similar to a Greyhound, a little larger bone, a little burlier in its coat. Pretty face, David.
If they were smaller, you'd see a lot more of them.
Okay, down to the spot and back, free stack, and then down to the spot and angle.
This is a rough-coated Greyhound, as you said, John. This is Claire, with breeder, owner, handler Angela Lloyd. Other owners Cecilia Dove and Dr. R. Scott Dove. They bred and owned the Scottish Deerhound that was best in show at Westminster about 10 years ago. And Claire's mother went reserve best in show here 5
The
years ago.
audience loves you.
It's about
Down
having
to
the
spot
next
911.
generation of show dogs. That's what we're all about. Breeding dogs. Breeding purebred dogs.
There's a beauty, huh? And we'll continue with more of the hounds when we return.
I was applying to internships all throughout college, but because of my name, some employers didn't think I could speak English. Then one day I got an alert from Indeed about a contact tracing position. It gave me a sense of hope, like I finally got to where I was meant to be.
Welcome back to the Greater Philadelphia Expo Center.
Hey, big guy.
And here is the treeing Walker
How are you?
Coonhound.
Very striking, beautiful dog. I know, John, you were taken with this dog too, but there's a number of coonhounds that are just magnificent animals. The blue tick coonhound, the red bone coonhound, and the plot. All dogs you're not going to get to see at the moment, but please remember them for the future.
Okay.
Very beautiful. Truly the American breed colors.
This is Angus. The owner owns a Black Angus cattle ranch, which is a, quote, business breed. And that's this dog's registered name, business breed. 7-year-old Angus.
Okay.
Bridget Clary is the breeder, owner, handler from Broadnax, Virginia. Dog runs the pastures with the calves, trees, squirrels. The PBGV. This is Jolly. She is actually the granddaughter of Fairchild, the #1 PBGV of all time. Handled by Greg Strong now and with Fairchild from Darien, Connecticut.
And go to the spot and angle to the corner.
You're not giving us an example of your French, David.
The Petit Basset Griffon Vendéen. There you go, Mrs. Bach. You told me I'd use it someday. I love the standard says a voice freely but purposefully used. Tell that to your neighbors.
Okay. Go to the spot and angle to the corner, please.
Three varieties of dachshunds, John. This is the Smooth.
Reminiscent of what I had when I was 4 years old, little Taffy.
What do you think, huh?
The owners of this dog are from California, Puerto Rico, and Canada.
Go down part way, come back, pre-stack.
Long, low,
Then I'll ask
and
you
level.
to go
3
and
varieties,
angle
2 sizes. Should be able to find something in there to fit you and your family. One standard for all of them, except different only in the size. They say the Smooth Dachshund is the one of the Dachshunds that's always right. That's
Go and
its
angle toward
attitude.
the corner from the front.
Oh, they are so sweet. All right, looks like he's going to take one last look here, David, and make his pick.
Going down the line and picking out what we call the good pile, the ones that he's going to select from to get his final 4. Nice hound group. Have I said that before today?
Boy, we have some wonderful dogs. Just to remind you, these are all breed champions.
Mr. Hyman is actually an attorney, but his breed is Rhodesian Ridgebacks. And there's the Ridgeback right there. Let's see what he does with it.
Which he chose as well. Let's see who he picks.
Attention quiets the crowd.
First place is the Deerhound.
The Scottish Deerhound is your hound group winner.
The PBGV is second, the Whippet is third, and the 13-inch Beagle is fourth.
There is 104 on the way to Best in Show. You know, these amazing dogs just love to put on a show. Let's check in with Mary right now about the creative way that many dogs and people have gotten a front row seat.
You probably noticed that our audience looks a bit different this year. With the pandemic keeping fans at home, these audience cutouts were made available for purchase. the proceeds benefiting the AKC's Pet Disaster Relief Initiative. The money raised will help donate trailers to local emergency management departments so that they could be more prepared to help pets when a disaster strikes.
The disaster relief trailers have everything that emergency management agencies need to care for pets during the time of a disaster.
A trailer like this shelters about 60 pets, and we know that when people have to evacuate, we have to consider the whole family. So we can care for the whole family, people feel comfortable evacuating.
So far, we have donated 90 trailers around the country to 29 states. 8 of those trailers were used just this past year for wildfire relief, hurricanes in the southeast, and even flash flooding in the Midwest.
We hope to welcome back live audiences next year, but for now, I'll be seated right here next to my good friends John and David. Back to you.
Oh, we're looking pretty spiffy and cardboard, David. You can learn more at akcreunite.com. Coming up next, a sporting group. What a leap into the abyss.
What are you doing, man? There you go.
The Season of Adventure sales event is happening now. Land Rover, above and beyond.
We've been showing you videos all day of what these show dogs look like when they're in the wild, so to speak. And as you can see, they all love doing what they're bred to do, which includes being cute beyond measure. So now, let's take you back to the sporting group judging. David, take us down the line.
There we go. English setter leading it off. The Irish setter. The Irish red and white setter. The pointer. The German short-haired pointer. The Weimaraner. The Vizsla. The wire-haired Vizsla. The wire-haired pointing Griffon. One of our new breeds there, the Barbet. The Spinoni Italiano, the flat-coated retriever. The curly-coated retriever. The golden retriever. The Labrador retriever. The Nova Scotia duck-tolling retriever. The Chesapeake Bay retriever. The Irish Water Spaniel. The English Springer Spaniel. The Welsh Springer Spaniel. The Field Spaniel. The Sussex Spaniel. The English Cocker Spaniel. The Ascot Cocker Spaniel. And the Party-Colored Cocker Spaniel. 34 breeds and varieties in the sporting group. Sporting dogs assist the hunter. Pointers and setters find the game. Spaniels flush it. And retrievers go get it. Great energy, temperament, and the desire to please makes them good in the field and makes them great family dogs as well.
And there we have it. Our first entry, the German short-haired pointer. Judging the sporting group is Dr. Gerard Penta, assisted by Mr. and Mrs. Alan Welsh of the Kennel Club of Philadelphia. David, tell us a little bit about the German short-haired.
Well, you know, they were an all-around dog. They call them the Swiss Army knife of dogs. It was in Germany. There was a dog tax on dogs, and so they had to develop them to be do-it-all type dogs. So they developed a dog like the German short-haired pointer. This is this is Brick. And I was thinking he should be named Hunk because he's a great specimen. From Westminster, Maryland. There's some inherent pressure in being a show dog from Westminster, Maryland. But this is a beautiful dog handled by Melissa Hungerford, who's a breeder, owner, handler.
And followed by a very popular dog. Oh, one of my favorites, the Golden Retriever, friendly and devoted. Scottish gun dog. Now a companion dog for actually physically challenged, guide dogs for the blind, search and rescue. But I'll tell you, David, we have not had a Best in Show winner out of this breed in all 18 years, now 19 years. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Are you leading the lobby now for the Goldens?
Well, this is, I love this breed. They're such an athletic breed. It's kind of like the Susan Lucci of our shows. It really took poor Susan 18 years to win her first Emmy, and deservedly so. She is a wonderful actress, and in the same light, I think this breed deserves.
Heather Bremer handling, all eyes on me. Me.
And here is the most registered dog in the AKC. A Labrador Retriever.
It's 20-some years now. This is Click, named Up on the Rooftop. It was in a litter of 8 that was born on Christmas, and so they gave them all Christmas-type names. Up on the Rooftop here, Click. Robin Anderson from Rehoboth, Massachusetts is the breeder owner. Michael Scott handling. Labrador Retriever, they're at the top of several lists for children, intelligence, popular. They have that wagging, always wagging, otter tail.
Such sweet faces, too. Look at that. Oh, sweet face.
They say with a lab, don't say walk. Be ready if you say the word walk.
We'll be back with 3 new breeds. Stay with us.
When you have 0 worries and 0 stress, there are 0 reasons not to get into a Volkswagen. Click, call, or come by today. Visit our Volkswagen Sign Then Drive event and lease the 2020 Jetta S today with 0 down, 0 deposit, 0 first month's payment, and 0 due at signing.
Joining the American Kennel Club roster this year are 3 new breeds from 3 different parts of the world. The working group recognizes the Dogo Argentino, a strong, intelligent, and fearless South American hunting dog, originally bred to take on big game. And have you heard of the Belgian Lacanois? The herding group has. Though it's an AKC rookie, it's the oldest and rarest of the Belgian Shepherd dogs, used as a messenger during the First and Second World Wars, and still used for police work. The sporting group welcomes the Barbet, a French water dog originally bred to hunt and retrieve ducks, geese, and other aquatic birds. A good team player, Barbets are curly and kind, with a bright, friendly temperament. John and David, back to you.
The rookie card.
That's it. Welcome to the Barbet. Good. Look at all that hair. For the parent club even refers to it as a Muppet-looking kind of dog. But they're supposed to be rustic, which means maybe not appearing too overly groomed. Soline actually is an 8.5-year-old female. Was one of the first 2 champions in the AKC for this breed. Judy Deskutner from Hickory, Pennsylvania, is the breeder, owner, handler. Soline here, 8.5. Sometimes these new breeds that come in, have been around waiting for their time in the sun, and when they do, here she's already 8.5. Glad she could be here.
You know, David, when we started 19 years ago, 165 different breeds. Today we have 208. That's how many we have reintroduced.
That's amazing. Great dogs, everyone.
Here is a favorite of mine. We had an English Springer Spaniel. Her name was Tara's Jingle. Champion Tara's Jingle. We called her Ding. What a great little dog. But this is as pretty as they come. Liver and white. And what is beautiful about this breed is when they run, they seem to float in the air. The ears fly straight out. And it is just a joy to watch. They are gorgeous, elegant as can be. But I want to remind you that we're not able to show you the walk and examinations of every dog in the working group. We missed one of your favorites. Go online to nationaldogshow.com. We have the video and the expert commentary on all 168 breeds from today's National Dog Show.
We talked about Blue. Here's a Blue Roan English Cocker Spaniel. Beautiful dog.
Assisting today is permanent ring steward and vice president Stanley Broadbent.
"24 known colors in this breed. 60% of them are this roan coloring. Sveta Renova born in Bulgaria, where she learned to love the English Cockers family. She's now living in Philadelphia and found herself an English Cocker. Handler Carol Collins presenting for her, Finn. So the outline and the top line's a little different than most of the other Cockers.
He's pulling now. Oh, David, you're happy.
Let me find what he likes. There's the hunk dog I love, the German Short-Hair Pointer.
Vizsla. Oh, and the Springer. And the Golden. Will this be the year?
He got both the Golden and the Lab, so that's nice for America. Two of the most popular breeds in the country. And in my home, too.
Look at that.
Number 1, Springer Spaniel.
Oh, the alma mater factor, David. Oh, Ding would be proud.
Nice eye, John. Second is the German Short-Hair Pointer. Third is the Golden. And fourth is the Chesapeake Bay Retriever.
And when we come back, on our way to Best in Show, the working group is next.
Everywhere I look, I see light and shape. And some shapes are just more beautiful than others.
I think about lots of things when I drive. The cost of scheduled maintenance certainly isn't one of them.
The F-Pace.
How Jaguar makes an SUV.
For special offers, check out the Unwrap a Jaguar sales event, going on now at your Jaguar retailer.
Oh, we are an audience of cardboard cutouts today, but all for a wonderful charitable reason. The working group is next. David, take us down the line.
All right, there's the Doberman Pinscher to lead it off. There's the Giant Schnauzer, the Standard Schnauzer, the Rottweiler, the Bernese Mountain Dog, the Greater Swiss Mountain Dog, the Alaskan Malamute, the Siberian Husky, the Samoyed, the Boxer, the Great Dane, the Bull Mastiff, the Mastiff, and the Tibetan Mastiff. Right behind. Here's the Dogo Argentino, the Cane Corso, the Dogue de Bordeaux, the Borbell, the Portuguese Water Dog, the Newfoundland, the Leonberger, the St. Bernard, the Great Pyrenees, the Commandor, and the Anatolian Shepherd Dog. 31 breeds in the working group. Working dogs are intelligent and powerful, which is important because of their jobs as livestock guards, working farm and draft animals, police, military, security, and guide dogs.
Good afternoon and congratulations.
Here's the
being
Samoyed.
here. And let's take a look at the mouth, please.
And what a perfect name for this dog. They said the owners, Mike and Alice Janice from Stamford, right down the street from us, said that when he was born as a puppy, he looked like a polar bear. So they named him Bear, of course. Handler Debbie Studwell. You know, John, I had 4 of my dogs were cutouts at the Mariners baseball stadium all summer long. Angel, Uno, Grace, and True. And I've got their cutouts now. They gave them back to us once the season was over. So I've got a moving gallery.
And a wonderful legacy indeed as we're looking at Bear. The Samoyed. Upturned corners of the mouth give it that famous Sammy smile.
That's right. Very important for it to have black pigment to make that smile come out.
2 very distinct coats, a soft, thick undercoat, wiry outer coat, makes them weather resistant.
It'll always be pure white. It can be cream or biscuit. You see that Samoyed smile. Here's the Boxer. His O. Henry Don't Let Me Down is his name. And they called him Henry as a puppy, but she said more often than not, Oh, Henry, so she changed his call name to O. Henry. Cynthia Halloran from Severna Park, Maryland is the breeder owner. Says he's usually somewhere with a ball in his mouth. Toonie Conti handling.
I don't remember a prettier looking boxer than this. Isn't that beautiful? The markings are just absolutely extraordinary.
The striking dark brindle color is really very nice.
Judging the working group is Abby Patricio, assisted by Mr. and Mrs. Stephen Sansone of the Kennel Club of Philadelphia.
And right around to the end, please.
There's a happy dog.
Nice square dog with an expressive face. Here's our new breed, John, the Dogo Argentino.
Freddie Boy.
Freddie Boy is of great substance, and he ought to be when you hear what his job is, and that's to hunt wild boar. Joshua Faulkner from Patchogue, New York, is the breeder, owner, handler. And Freddie Boy is 7 years old, too. He waited for his chance here. He was performing on Thanksgiving Day in the Macy's parade anyway, so he kind of was already in retirement. And now here he is with us.
And all the way around to the
Imagine rolling out of bed in the morning saying, I've got to go hunt a wild boar today. And we'll continue with the rest of the worker bees when we continue.
Ugly sweater check.
No way!
Welcome back to the Greater Philadelphia Expo Center, home of the National Dog Show. Well, these dogs sure have plenty of room to roam around backstage this year.
Here's the Portuguese water dog, John. I love this dog because he gave me a great John O'Hurley story to tell forever. I think the first time you saw this dog, you said it looks like the groomer went to answer the door and never came back. So a functional haircut. That the coat is left there to protect the organs from the cold water, and this bear in the back to help it swim.
Back to me, please.
Yep, fisherman's best friend. Was great at herding fish into nets, retrieving lost gear as well. I guess that happens when you're fishing. And webbed feet that makes them excellent swimmers. But also very good family dogs as well.
Faraway Black Star, named for a David Bowie album, Black Star, and gives its call name Bowie.
Here is the Newfoundland. Ironic that such a big, powerful dog would be such a good nanny dog to children. kind of like hiring The Rock to babysit.
This is a dog that's the champion swimmer of the dog world, the Newfoundland, but they are not for neat freaks. If you're dressed up to go out, get out the door in a hurry if you've got a Newfoundland. This is Micah, 8-year-old female, called from Carbon Copy is its registered name. Nancy Weaver, breeder owner, Bridgewater, New Jersey.
And right around to the end of the line, please.
Good looking Newfie.
This is the Great Pyrenees.
Thank you.
Handled by Angela Lloyd. We saw her earlier on the Scottish Deerhound. This is River Grove's Just in Time, Justice. Breeder owner Gene Boyd from Brookville, Maryland. Great Pyrenees has a great resume over 5,000 years, but they belonged to the peasants who helped with their flocks. They were the guard dog in the French courts. And they're an accomplished smuggler. They took contraband between the French and Spanish borders. The animated snowdrift. Beautiful dog.
And right around around to the end, please.
Yeah, this is a pretty one, huh?
You know, they're supposed to really resemble a bear in size and structure, except for the head, of course. Another John O'Hurley story.
This was meant to mimic a brushless car wash.
Thank you.
I tell these stories all the time, all over the country, John, when they ask me about John O'Hurley. Said he's given me a lot of great lines, and people can laugh at when I say them.
Yep.
National Specialty winner. This is Zillion to 1. They named their litters in alphabetical order, so this is from their 26th litter. This is Addie, although Zillion to 1, obviously. 4-year-old female belonging to Janet Coppola. Handler Ernesto Lara.
Now, David, white is the common color of this dog. You don't see it in any other color, do you?
It comes in other colors, but even when they're white, they're kind of gray. That's like my white dogs living in the city. They don't stay white very long, but these cords formed by about 2 years of age, outer coat and the undercoat come together. Looks unkempt, but this is pretty natural.
They certainly resemble the flock of sheep that they were bred to guard.
It's exactly the idea. They say, come on in here. You want a piece of me?
You saw the Great Dane come out. There's the boxer.
Another nice group.
The water dog made it through. The Commodore was pulled as well. Let's see who wins.
Group 1 will be the Portuguese water dog.
Portuguese water dog.
Group 2 will be the
Yes.
boxer.
The fisherman's friend.
Group 3 will be the Bernese Mountain
It's a beautiful Porty.
Dog. And Group 4 will be the Commodore.
Second goes to the boxer, third to the Bernese Mountain Dog, and fourth to the Commodore.
Lovely dogs.
We all know that dogs are simply amazing, but Mary has found yet another reason to be thankful for our canine friends.
Pancho is a friendly yellow lab with a full-time job. He's training to detect COVID-19.
What is it that makes dogs so good at scent detection anyway?
Everything. So dogs are really designed to see the world through their noses.
In a study at the Penn Vet Working Dog Center, these incredible canines are learning to sniff out the coronavirus, although the concept isn't entirely new.
We've been working with dogs in medical detection for about 7 years now, and so we know that dogs are capable of identifying an odor associated with different diseases.
First, the dogs sniff a COVID-positive sample. Then they head to the wheel, searching for the matching scent. The dogs sniff past COVID-negative samples and other distracting scents, finding the correct sample with impressive accuracy. But it's not all work for these cute canines.
The working dogs here live with foster families, so they actually get to be dogs most of the evenings and weekends, and then they come in and they hang out with us. So they have a really balanced life. These are really, really incredibly smart dogs. They're fun dogs, but sometimes on weekends they actually do kick up their heels and chill out on the couch.
Researchers are hoping that one day these dogs' incredible sniffing skills might be useful in the fight against the coronavirus.
Do these dogs have any idea that they're making the world better, or are they just being themselves?
I think dogs in general make the world better, and they probably don't know that because otherwise their heads would be so big, and that's why they're so wonderful.
Yes, like the tour guides at the Smithsonian, the herding group is up next doing what they do best.
You're clearly someone who takes care of yourself. So why wait to screen for colon cancer? Because when caught in early stages, it's more treatable. I'm Cologuard. I'm non-invasive and detect altered DNA in your stool to find 92% of colon cancers, even in early stages.
Tell me more.
It's for people 45 plus at average risk for colon cancer, not high risk. False positive and negative results may occur. Ask your prescriber or an online prescriber if Cologuard is right for you.
I'll do it.
Good plan.
Welcome back to the National Dog Show. There are a few NBC celebrities taking in the show today, albeit in corrugated cardboard. As the herding group gets ready to take center stage, let's listen to what the day has been like for the winner of the Hound Group, Handler, Angela Lloyd, and her Scottish Deerhound, Claire.
Girl, you ready? What do you think? Oh, shake it off. There you go. There's a blustery out there. Excited? Everybody's here. She's like, we're ready to go now. What's your favorite part? Is running around. Good girl. Very good. Come on. Gotta keep running. Good job.
First place is the Deerhound.
Did it. Good girl. Yes. Come here, you're not leaving yet. She's like, we're done.
The promise the dog can eat off the platter.
Of course she can eat off the platter. Anything she wants. Thank you. Come on, baby. Good girl.
And here we are with the herding group. The German Shepherd dog leading it off. There's the Belgian Malinois, the Belgian Shepherd, Belgian Sheepdog, Belgian Tervuren, the Briard, the Berger Picard, the Pyrenean Shepherd, the Rough Collie, the Smooth Collie, the Shetland Sheepdog, the Australian Shepherd, the Mini American Shepherd, the Border Collie, the Bearded Collie, the Old English Sheepdog, the Polish Lowland Sheepdog, the Poolie, the Pumi, the Canaan Dog, the Australian Cattle Dog, the Boceran, the Bergamasco, the Icelandic Sheepdog, the Spanish Water Dog, the Swedish Valhund, the Cardigan Welsh Corgi, and the Pembroke Welsh Corgi. 32 breeds and varieties in the herding group. Yeah, that's what they do. Herding dogs have a lot of wonderful traits, but their main job is moving livestock from one place to another. Smart, athletic, and energetic, ready to go all day long. Wonderful family dogs as well. Leading it off here with the Belgian Tervuren. This dog is named Fly Me to the Moon, and its call name is Buzz. I don't know if that's for Buzz Aldrin or Buzz Lightyear. Let's see if we're going to infinity and beyond today.
Known for their intelligence and their ability to undertake many and any task.
Great dogs. Buzz here visits with his owners, Patricia and Dr. Kelly Murphy, from Croton on the Hudson in New York. They visit at the Blythedale Children's Hospital in Valhalla, New York. We visited there actually with Rufus, the bull terrier that won Best in Show here in 2005.
Judging the herding group is June Penta, assisted by Stephen Sansone and Peter Green of the Kennel Club of Philadelphia.
The German Shepherd dog, a league of her own, with a call name Gina, of course, for Gina Davis, who starred in that movie. The German Shepherds are going to be the big stars here soon. We're getting them back in the White House, a dog in the White House. The Bidens are bringing their two German Shepherds, Champ and Major. Major was actually a rescue dog for them. A beautiful German Shepherd. Military, security, 9/11, service dogs.
They are known for their innate ferocity, but they also are wonderful family dogs as well, and considered to be one of the brightest of the breeds.
Here's the miniature American Shepherd. It's actually, the miniature started as an Australian Shepherd, developed down from the Australian Shepherd, but since it was developed in this country, they called it the miniature American Shepherd. This dog is named Love That Jimmy Fallon. Said they named him Jimmy because of his high energy and goofy personality. There you go, Jimmy. I hope you're watching.
They're bright, always very dramatic looking too. Often with those piercing blue eyes.
Absolutely. This is the winningest miniature American Shepherd in history. Breeder, owner, handler Jeannie Troyan McAdams from Denton, Texas. Came all this way to be with us.
Down and then across.
Another athletic and smart dog in this group.
And More from the herding group when we come back, including the youngest handler of the competition. Stay with us.
Our new house is amazing. Great street, huge yard.
There is a bit of an issue with our neighbor's fencing. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
Which helps us save even more.
Hey, Sarah. Hey, Peter.
Touche.
What? Bring down.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
Dogs have taken over the Greater Philadelphia Expo Center this weekend, but much of the usual grooming and prep has been happening outside for safety reasons. So back to the judging of the herding group.
Very good.
And here we are with a relatively new breed, started in 2016, recognized by the AKC, the Pumi. Become an instant favorite of ours, both for its coat and its loving demeanor. You like this dog, David?
We had a great photo shoot with this breed, John. We had a lot of fun. And this dog was bred in Hungary, the breed's native country. And you can tell from the registered name, Aprodombi Mereshk Moshak.
Oh, I'm so proud of you.
Call him Smudge here. Thank you. I took Hungarian in high school too, of course. Owner Cindy Cassidy with Michelle Scott handling Smudge.
Okay, straight down and
Ooh.
across.
It's a pretty darn good vertical leap there. I know a couple of basketball teams that wouldn't mind giving you. Well, here is a story. Our youngest handler of
Ready?
the competition. 10 years old,
Show me the bite.
Alexis Koryov
Good.
from New Jersey. She has the smooth collie. This is her dog that she is handling.
The dog is Cindy Lou.
Straight down to the dog.
Alexis is an accomplished, talented handler. She looks great, comfortable in there, going the right speed.
And remember that she is a breed winner with her own dog. This is not her first rodeo.
She finished this championship with it, took it to a Group 3. Knows what she's doing out there.
Look at her. You know, this is a wonderful family sport that you say time and time again, David. Here's a great example of that. If you can imagine how she's going to grow up with the self-confidence of being in a ring like this, responsible. And here's one we know pretty well, too. Speaking of photo shoots, the Bergamasco. Rustic appearance. There we are, taking advantage. The Banditos Elegante.
That's our next sitcom. There's a Zuko. Named Silver Pastore, 6-year-old male. Owner handler, Stacy Cohen from Cherry Hill, New Jersey. The Bergamasco, those cords are different than the Commodore's cords. They're formed by 3 different parts of the coat. A triple coat comes together to form these flocks. Again, they're supposed to look a little rustic, which means you don't have to do a lot of serious grooming, but you have to manage it a little bit.
Straight down and across.
Historically, these flocks were there to protect it from not only weather, but predators as well. You'd have to really get in there to try and find the dog.
It's our Cardigan Welsh Corgi. One of the oldest breeds.
Corgis are popular both as family dogs and also as working dogs there for herding cattle and horses as well. It's kind of tough to believe that anything that is long and so low set that they would be able to survive the kicking around a flurry of hooves, but they are fearless in their appointed duties. Also one of the most affectionate breeds around the house.
Gone Cosmopolitan, the name comes from the fact that he lives in New York City with his owner, Angela Riley and Theo Bernstein. Was actually bred in Norway.
Okay.
Sally Mae. She's also 8 years old.
Beautiful coat.
Beautiful cardigan.
Beautiful coat. Oh, look at that face. Beauty.
Dalton,
Right, she's making her cut right now.
I'm just pulling out my card here that says another nice looking group.
Yep.
So just tape that one to the wall. I have it all the time.
Well, we've been lucky today. All champions of their breeds. We've seen the best of the best, David.
Very nice collection here for us. In spite of all the challenging circumstances, we think it's hard to tell the difference between any show we've ever done before because of the quality of the entry and the dogs. It's about the dogs, of course.
We congratulate the Kennel Club of Philadelphia for being able to put this show together under such trying circumstances. The Miniature American Shepherd. There's your winner of the herding group.
Second goes to the Berger Picard. The Puli is third. And the Canaan Dog is fourth.
And there is your Best in Show class for 2020. We'll be back with Best in Show after this.
Oh, just one.
Jake from State Farm, it's the least I can do. You really did me a solid with that, Maya markdown on my insurance.
Here's the deal, Maya. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right.
No, really, there are no markdowns, just great rates.
Pull her home back in 20 minutes. I'll hook you up with the good parts.
When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Want to see the judging of all 168 breeds here today? Go to nationaldogshow.com and find your favorite four-legged friend as we get set for Best in Show here at the Greater Philadelphia Expo Center, home of the National Dog Show.
Our 7 finalists, the Standard Poodle, you just saw Cam. Here's the Portuguese Water Dog Bowie, the Scottish Deerhound Claire, the English Springer Spaniel Teddy, the Miniature American Shepherd Jimmy, the Wire Fox Terrier Vinny, and Chester, the Affenpinscher from the Toy Group.
Judging Best in Show is going to be Karen Wilson, assisted by
is Mrs. Karen
Mr. and
Wilson
Mrs. Frank DiPaolo, the show chair of the Kennel Club of Philadelphia.
And her stewards are Mr. and Mrs. Frank DiPaolo.
Just starting off, we put them in order here in the Best in Show lineup, usually by size and speed, if they all go around together. This is the standard, the beautiful Standard Poodle. I'd have a Standard Poodle in a minute. It wouldn't have that kind of a haircut living in my house, but it's athletic, smart, everything you want in a dog, in a roommate, in a family member.
Thanks, ma'am.
Ann Rary is the handler here for owner, breeder Deborah Ferguson Jones, also owned by Penny Dugan. From Seattle, Washington. Did I mention that, John?
Well, it's easy, you know, David, it's easy to see why this breed is taken and crossbred with a lot of other breeds to produce doodles. And because there's so much in this one breed.
Well, why would you want something else? You can have three variety sizes here, different colors. This is Cam, named after Cam Chancellor, the greatest football player in Seattle Seahawks history so far. Love the dog. Beautiful.
And here is the Portuguese water dog, Bowie. I described him earlier as the fisherman's friend. Wonderful at hurt, pushing the fish towards the nets, or retrieving the lost equipment that has strangely fallen into the ocean.
Kimberly Pastella Calvaca handling for owner, breeder Laura Taft of New York City. The Portuguese water dog, winner of the working group.
And that very distinctive cut.
It's a beautiful dog, too. This dog looked great coming out of the group.
Thank you, ma'am. Take him around.
Here's the beautiful, elegant Scottish Deerhound.
Isn't this a beautiful face, huh?
This is Claire.
On to the dot and back.
Angela Lloyd handling. We've heard from Angela most of the day. For breeders and owners, Cecilia Dove, R. Scott Dove, and Angela Lloyd, who were all the team on the Scottish Deerhound Hickory, grandmother of Claire, who was Best in Show at Westminster about 10 years ago. The beautiful Scottish Deerhound, winner of the Hound Group.
Mm-hmm.
Supposed to be a rough-coated greyhound in type.
Thank you, ma'am. Take your dog around.
Let's see here. Put it together right here. The judge has to be able to envision them doing the job that they were bred to do, and you could see that in the Deerhound.
And here is the elegant Springer Spaniel. Liver in white. As pretty as they get.
This is Teddy with handler and owner Howard Huber. Dorothy Cherry is the owner, along with Howard and Kendra Huber from Sherman, Connecticut. Number one sporting dog in the country.
This dog moves beautifully.
Looks great there. Teddy, winner of the sporting group.
Thank you, sir.
He's got his tuxedo on. He's ready for pictures.
Yeah, that moving beautifully.
This is the winner of the herding group, the miniature American Shepherd, Jimmy.
That's what grabs you right away, are those dramatic blue eyes.
Jimmy Fallon, I know you're watching. Jeannie Troy and McAdams is the owner handler here.
Take him down to
The all-time winningest miniature American Shepherd. From Denton, Texas. We have 2 of our 7 finalists are from Texas. It's a little bit misleading because these dogs are probably living with their handlers. They didn't travel to get here that much. They're living with their handlers and going to dog shows from probably places that are centrally located. There's Jimmy, winner of the herding group.
Thank you, ma'am. Take him around.
And for you, John, we have a finalist here from Rhode Island.
Ah, yes. My alma mater, Providence College.
Wire Fox Terrier Vinny, winner of the Terrier group. Number 1 wire, number 4 Terrier, number 20 in all breed standings right now in the country. Vinny was given by Nanette Herrick to her husband George on his 80th birthday. Can he be the gift that keeps on giving? We'll find out soon enough. Wire Fox Terriers have won here twice. Wires have won 2 Best in Shows in our 18 years, and Terriers have won 6. So he's got that going for him.
Thank you, sir. Take your dog around, please.
And the monkey dog is here, the avid picture.
I love the dog, Chester. I love the story with Mattress Mac, the Mackingvale family, owner of the dog that opened their furniture store to people who were displaced by a hurricane in Texas, in Houston. Alfonso Escobedo is the handler for the Mackingvale family from Houston, Texas.
And we mentioned earlier that we're used to seeing this breed in black. This is an unusual occurrence that we see it in this shade.
Thank you, sir. Around, please.
Look, he's a little pistol. Look at that tail going.
He came to show, David.
He sure did. I think they all did. What a great lineup here at the end. 7 great winners.
Oh, my God. Wonderful, wonderful day. Champions all. All right, she's leaving, David. She's made her choice. Who's yours?
I like the standard poodle. I'm rooting for the hometown dog here for everybody in Seattle. Who do you like?
I'm going with the Springer.
Thank you all. Beautiful animals today. Thank you to the breeders, to the owners, and to the exhibitors. Best in show is the Scottish Deerhound.
Scottish Deerhound, best in show. David, oh my goodness. David, tell us, what did she say? What did she see?
Well, she saw a picture of the dog doing exactly what it was bred to do. It's built perfectly, has an active, easy gait, and is elegant in the way that Sir Walter Scott had in mind when he called the Deerhound the most perfect creature in heaven.
All right, well, when we come back, Mary will have a little chat with our winner.
This holiday, get the 5G America's been waiting for.
Verizon 5G is next level.
Unlimited plans fit everyone in your family starting at just $35, with 5G included at no extra cost. Plus, you'll get the entertainment and gaming the whole family will love.
100% obsessed with The Mandalorian.
I watch a lot of sports.
It has all my favorite shows.
Switch now and save $700 on Galaxy S20 Plus.
It's like a gift on top of another gift. Gifts keep coming at you.
Everywhere.
This is 5G from America's most reliable network.
Beautiful and elegant Best in Show winner. Mary Carrillo spoke with our winning handler just moments ago.
What made you think that this could be your dog's day?
I think my Claire's day is every day, to be quite honest. She is as wonderful on the inside as she is on the outside.
What makes this dog of yours so special?
Her structure and physique as far as the Scottish Deerhound is concerned, but also her attitude and just that she knows she's special.
How are you going to celebrate your National Dog Show win?
We are going to go back home to the farm, and she's going to run on those 52 acres that she lives on and be a dog.
Thank you, Mary. And a reminder, if you go online to nationaldogshow.com, you can watch the video of all 168 breeds, along with the 7 group competitions and Best in Show, all in the Best in Breed section. So for David Fry, Mary Carrillo, and our entire broadcast team, I'm John O'Hurley saying happy holidays, everyone.